The last boss. This is the last boss I have to deal with, and then I will never have to do this raid again until further notice. But yeah, this is everything. This ability should end it. Please crit, please crit, please crit. It did. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think you understand the hype. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Let me go actually refresh the server link. But oh my god. Like, oh, what is this attainment, dog? Who thought of this as a good idea? Like, y'all sat down in a round table and thought, yeah, what's a good mastery? Yeah, make everybody do 15 raids, 10 medium and 10 hard. Like, may God forgive you for your sins, dog. Like, this is genuine abuse at this point. My mental, like, I have to go step out for like 15 minutes to touch the grass. Because it is nighttime right now, but I'm still gonna do it either way. Terrible obtainment, dog. What is this? I will say, very cool update overall, though. Yo, like, I'm not even gonna do an intro for this, because I just got done grinding. I went outside for 15 minutes. And yeah, this update made me mad. Like, what are we doing, gang? I will give credit when credit is due. This update, like, when it comes to like the map design, the effects, the way you use like the abilities, overall everything, like, fire. Like, credit when credit is due, fire update. But the obtainment itself, terrible. Like, what are we doing? But yeah, basically, I don't want to take too long on yapping. I'm basically gonna go over the obtainment first, and then I'm gonna do the showcase. And this video is also gonna have a rune guide right here for the people who want it. So if it is kind of long, please do bear with it. Like, subscribe, all that. It does help me out. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So basically, first, for the people who have not watched my previous video, to unlock this guy, you need to do a dungeon quest. Basically, I've already done a video on that, so go watch it. But yeah, after you're done, I would assume that you probably already have dungeons unlocked. If I do say raids, just know I mean dungeons. Like, I'm used to saying raids, so I'm gonna say that a lot in this video. But basically, you're gonna have to buy the sword. Damn, my voice like cracked for some reason. But you're gonna have to buy the sword from this guy right here. You're gonna need the shadow race, which you can spin for. It is a legendary race. And 10 million money, 15,000 gems, 1 atomic core, 4 shadow essence, void seed, 8 void seeds, and 20 umbra capsules. An atrocious amount of items, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, basically, after you have all those items, you're basically gonna buy the sword from that guy. And once you're done, you can basically go to, I said basically way too many times, but you're gonna go to Starter Island. And the NPC should be near the rocks in the back right there. So I'm just gonna go to him right now. Yeah, so as you can see, that's the Sid NPC right there. And you're just gonna talk to him, and he's gonna give you a quest. So this quest is the main reason I'm mad. So for the first quest, it's gonna tell you to deal 1 billion damage. Not really anything crazy. I've done 750, I've done 350, I've done 750, and after 300. So not really a crazy big deal. You just go to the dummy over here and spam every ability. Your sword, your spec, your fruit, it doesn't matter. Just spam all your abilities. And yeah, that's basically how you do the first quest. For the second quest, it is to kill 1,250 NPCs. And I would say that's also a pretty easy quest, since killing hollows is the easiest way for the people who think that raids are the best way. It is not, because you have to gather up all the NPCs, and basically it takes too long. Like, it's slower. So just go kill the hollows on the Eisen Island. And yeah, that's basically the quest. I don't know, I might be tripping, but I think there is a quest to like kill hollows. If that quest like is there, I mean, it's pretty obvious, self-explanatory. You're just gonna kill the hollows. But yeah, now moving on to the quest that really ticks me off. So first, you're gonna have to go to the dungeon and do it on easy mode 15 times. Not like 5 or 10. You're gonna have to do the easy mode dungeon, which is quite literally useless, 15 times. And once you do it, you're gonna have to do the same dungeon on me. Of course, I'm talking about Sid, the Sid dungeon. you're gonna have to do it on medium difficulty 10 times. And then after you're done with that, you're gonna have to do it again on hard mode. And by the way, it does not save. So if you already done like easy or hard or medium dungeons before this, it does not count for this quest. So these will be brand new clears. So keep that in mind for the people who are gonna glaze this game and tell me that I'm wrong. Trust me, I glazed this game. This is an S tier game for me, but my god, is this update terrible. Or the obtainment is terrible. The update overall is pretty good. But yeah, this is basically how you're gonna get Sid. After you do it on hard mode 10 times, you're gonna unlock the mastery, which basically unlocks the F ability for the Shadow Blade, and also increases the damage by 35%, and I reconnected. W game. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep yapping while I load here. Basically, you're gonna need to, let me see, am I in a public? No, I'm still in my private server. But yeah, after you do all that, you're gonna unlock the F ability and all that. But yeah, this is basically everything you're gonna need to do. I'm gonna move on to the showcase right now. So the showcase, I'm not gonna do like a cinematic showcase how I usually do it, because like as I've already said, like I'm very tired, and if I stutter a lot, just know I was not even gonna make this video in the first place. So if the people are watching this, just know that they're probably either watching the content for me or for like this. You're watching this way in the future. But yeah, basically I'm gonna be doing a showcase, and first I'm gonna show you all the buffs I'm gonna be using. So for my race, I'm gonna be using the Shadowborn, which gives 20% damage extra for the Shadow Blade and 50% more damage, and of course 55% max HP. For my accessory, I'm gonna be using Shadow Cloak, which also drops from the Sid boss. As you can see right here, I have 10 of those. If you couldn't, like, hella raids I've done. But yeah, E3, Enchant 3, you do that in Shibuya, and you basically get a 68% defense buff, 53% damage buff, and 20% damage reduction. And for my trait, they did add 2 new secret traits to this update, which are Cataclysm and Overlord. Cataclysm is the best, which gives 2x damage, 1.7x defense, and minus 30% cooldown. For the Overlord trait, it does give more, I think more defense or HP, I don't remember. Basically, if I used it, I would have 3.5 million HP. And it also gives a 1.9x damage buff and minus 25% cooldown. So it is a little worse than Cataclysm. So if you do get it, don't roll it off. It is still pretty good. For my rune, I'm using the best rune, which is the Destruction rune. It gives a 25% damage buff. And the reason it is the best rune, for the people who are wondering, when you're using Burn or the other rune, which is Blood rune, just know that your first hit is the one that gets the bleed. So if you deal like 100,000 on your first hit, just know you're not gonna get a really good bleed buff. So overall, just pure damage is better, because you're gonna crit, and your crits is gonna stack over this. So yeah, overall this is better. Of course, I do not have max level runes yet. I'm still gonna grind for that later. But yeah, max stats, of course, that's pretty obvious. For my title, I'm using Eminence and Shadow title, which gives a 40% damage buff. But yeah, that's a lot of yapping. We move on straight to the showcase. So M1s. This is a crit M1. It does deal 6.1 mil damage. Keep in mind, I do have like crazy lucky artifacts. So yeah, I'm not really gonna go over them since it would take too long. But yeah, a normal M1 does do 2.2 million damage. Very good. And now moving on to the Z ability. So for the Z ability, it does 8.1 million damage, and that is with crit, of course. Let me see if I can get it to not crit. So yeah, that's basically when it doesn't crit, 5.9 million damage. Now I'm gonna move on to the X ability. It's like a dash. So 10 million damage, and that is with crit. And now I'm gonna try to get it to not crit. Let me get the cooldowns. So yeah, that's basically the ability when it doesn't crit, 5.3 million damage. Now moving on to the C ability. It's a big AoE move. So 13.1 million damage, and that is of course with crit. And let me let the cooldowns. Oh, actually 13.1 without crit, so 16 million with crit. It depends, like, you gotta keep in mind, it depends on which hit. So it has multiple hits, and I have a 33% crit chance. So I have a pretty high chance to crit on one of those 3 crits. So yeah, that's why the damage just goes so high. Moving on to the V ability, which is a cutscene. So 22.9 million damage. Let me use it again. As you can see, cooldowns are very, very short. I mean, I do have the traits and all that, but overall they're still pretty short. Hopefully I get it to crit now. So it did crit and it dealt 63 million damage. Usually it deals 78 million damage. I don't know what happened to that. But yeah, now moving on to the last ability, which you can only unlock once you do the mastery, which is the F ability. So 39.2 million damage, and I think that's without crit. So I'm gonna wait for the cooldown to go here, but overall, before the cooldown goes down, pretty good overall. But is it worth the grind? Hell no. I'll just go for Aizen if I was a player. But yeah, I used the wrong ability. Oh, actually, I did all that. I forgot to use hockey. Yeah, my bad. I forgot to use hockey. I forgot. So with hockey, just take everything I did and like add 70% to all that. So yeah, I'm not really gonna do a whole showcase again. So my M1s now deal 3 point. I'm just gonna do one for the atomic. Yeah, so as you can see, 86 million damage. Of course, this time I didn't forget to use hockey. But yeah, now I'm gonna move on to the runes. So runes you can get from the rune raid, or not raid, rune dungeon. Which is, of course, next to the Sid dungeon. It's the same NPC. You just go to this guy right here and you talk to him. And once you talk to him, you can start the rune raid, which also takes the same amount of boss keys. It is a decently, like a way easier raid than Sid, of course. Since there are only enemies, there's no boss, there's no final boss. And the enemies have a % chance to drop runes. So if you're gonna do it, use a title like Chosen One, which gives, I think, a 25% luck boost. But yeah, I would use luck titles and like luck potions or whatever luck items you have on it. And yeah, that's basically everything actually. Overall, beautiful update. Like I like the design of everything, but the obtainment, especially the mastery parts, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. They should have either buffed the drop chances or just made it so you have to do like 10 extreme dungeons and like that's it. Because extreme dungeons are very hard. They're like they take like 1.5 more time. Like I'm using crazy math right here, but it takes like a little bit more time than hard. But yeah, like I'm just saying, they should have changed it up a little bit. Maybe made it extreme mode. Maybe either let you choose, like you could do either 20 easy mode, 15 medium mode, 10 hard mode, or 5 extreme mode. Like they could have made us choose like that. But yeah, overall, it was a very, very grindy sort to get. I mean, some YouTubers I've talked to, some of them just said that they either gave up or they're still grinding for it. But yeah, that's basically all for this update. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all that, you feel me? Do subscribe though, because a video on boss keys, like how to grind a whole lot of them, is coming out soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will see y'all later.